Okay, hello everyone. And this. Okay, welcome to day 13. Energy is moving. I don't know about you, how you feel, and how you are experiencing whatever is going on at the moment. But I am feeling it, and it's so much energy. There's so many things happening. It feels like I'm living in some sort of vortex where there's just things happening on every single front. So I woke up this morning and like, energy is different today. And Simba was the same, and he was a bit like, yeah, not fully. It was like something's going on. And then because we wake up quite early, and as the day started, like there's so much things happening, and I was just, I have to do this live. Otherwise it's not going to happen today. I'm going to get swept away into something. So I was just anchoring, I'm going to do the live, and things kept happening and happening and happening. And like this pop up, the lawyer, I need this right now. I need this right now. This is going to happen. And then called, and then, dun, 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 and so many things moving. And first I started to feel a bit stressed, like, oh, it's like this old pattern I was going into. And then I was like, no, 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 no. It's happening. Things are happening. It's opening up. Things are moving. There's something taking off. It's a completely different energy. And then I was like, so if manifestation is on the level of feeling, so thought, feelings, actions, but it's the feeling that is in the middle. That's the generator. And it's positive feeling so it's like follow your excitement. So it's an exciting feeling when you ride the horse. It's a fire horse. When is it scary to ride the horse? When you're really bad at it, and it's going too fast and it's too intense. But if we are connected in the body, and we have created that stable route, and you just flip your legs over the horse, giddy up, and you know what you're doing, and you feel like, I can handle this, then it becomes a completely different ride. So that's the switch I'm going through, because this whole thing has really catapulted me into the future, this process and this project. And I can sense that I am transmitting an energy, so it starts to move in other people, because the feedback that I've been getting from you just in the past 24 hours has been like, I had to stop Simba and sit him down and like play one of the messages, and like, this is what's happening. Like, it's happening. See, my body responds straight away. It's so huge how quickly things can start to shift with the right energy, it's like when everything's aligned, then things starts to move quickly. And that is what's possible in the upcoming year. If we learn the skills, then we can master this. So I want to touch base on, first of all, thank you so much for all the feedback and all the posts and the shares. And it's just, I just, something huge opened up in me yesterday. So from all of this, and it's like, it just gives me confirmation, and that gives me the ability to lean into the process even more and be more myself and just relax more and like create more. And then the more I can be fully in and be fully safe in the experience, the more I will be able to share and give. And when I get the response and that it's working, and then there's just no end to this sacred generator. So thank you so much. I love that you share, and I see some accountability in here. when it's written, when it's out in the open. And this is also that what this is group is for. It's for you to voice your manifestation, to voice your process, because that means something. It really, really does. It's a huge deal between keeping it within you and stating it. And it's the same thing with positive things and negative things. Positive things will become much more positive if you, what you think, feel, act, and if you have it inside of you and then you share it, because you're manifesting it. And same thing with negative things. It's you manifest the negative that you speak, but you also manifest the negative when you keep it locked inside of you. So there's it's also it's very big. Now my room, I got this room. Yeah, so there's something big about having a space where you can openly share and have your process and have people listening and commenting. And so there's a very important aspect of you guys connecting with each other and supporting each other, because that's also a network that you're building up. So it's like we're manifesting on so many different levels, and the more people we are, the stronger the manifestation will be. So if you feel like this is helping you, then please invite. Okay, so about what I suggest to make the goal clearer and more concrete, so I can move forward with confidence, clarity, and a strong sense of direction. I would suggest, so this is day 11. Yes, so you haven't done the truth practice yet. So now we're going to go through 7 different practices. So we're going to have, so now today we're integrating. So I think that it will be tomorrow. The next, we will see, we will see. But the 7 practices are coming. So we're taking this manifestation, the chosen object, and we're going to put it through the seven pillars. So I would say that that's what you need to do. You bring your object of manifestation through the different 7 pillars. So again, the 7 pillars I use over and over and over again for different things. Okay. It was so inspiring to hear that the past did not bother you anymore and you really seem to be free of it. Is it the methods of TRE, etc., that helped you to release the past? Yes. This Phoenix Rising is what helped me release the past. So that is why I'm sharing this modality with the world, because it completely changed my life. This is the compilation of all the work that I've been doing, and it's like I'm finally free of the past. I used to be so attached to, especially my hometown that I left, that there was so much entangled there. And I'm just releasing that completely. It's been so nice. It's such a nice feeling. So yes, it's all the work that I've been doing that has helped me release the past. So it's about releasing it from the body, mind, spirit. I mean, that sounds so cliche, but that's what it is. We have to release it from the physical tissue. We have to process it, the emotional. We have to let go of the energetical, like residue and cords and things like that. And we have to release the limiting belief systems that there is, or regarding the situation or what happened or whatever it is that, we got to let it go. And we are entangled in the situation still through different of these aspects. In nervous system, it's in the fascia, it's in the belief systems, it's in the, there's unprocessed abandonment or grief or guilt or shame or anger, or that there's something emotionally connected to it, and that is why we aren't able to let it go, because we have unfinished business. So it's like, finish your business. That's why the multidimensional detox is everything. it's like it's just clean up from everything that we've been rolling around in. We're unaware, and we experience things, and things happen. So thank you for the love and the feedback also from everyone. I'm just beyond. It's just I don't think you understand how this is the meaning of my life. That might sound very strange, but this is my work. This is why I exist. This is my purpose. So the fact that, and I've been looking for it for such a long time. I mean, I left 9 years ago to find this, but I had to go through a 9-year initiation process and 2 years of absolute spiritual smackdown. But that was great, and I'm super grateful for it. I'm not sad about it at all. We're It's going to be the greatest. Once this is completely closed, this will be the greatest experience of my life, and that might sound extremely weird to some people, and it's been the absolute worst that I could ever. I mean, it's just awful, but it's been because the result of it, because it of who it made me and what the choices that I made. And it was the 7 years of practice that really took me through these 2 years. And it was the connection to the body. It is the thing. It's the thing. It's phenomenal. And we also got another question about the enema that I spoke about. So enema is, it looks like a bag of water. It's like an IV, like the drip that you get at the clinic. But it's cleaning your intestines. So this person was Swedish, so it's called tarmsköljning in Swedish. So it's a enema detox kit. You can buy it at any pharmacy or online, and it's fantastic. I've used it a lot, and especially when I feel like, but I tune in and my body just tells me to do it. But we use it a lot in the retreats, and with the detox, it's phenomenal because the body's releasing so many toxins. So it's a nice way for the body to clean itself out. I only use water, lukewarm water or warm water. I don't put anything in it. Sometimes you can put like 2 tablespoons of lemon. I know who's watching and is remembering her experience at the retreat when she somehow misread the instructions for the 2 tablespoons and took 1 and maybe even 2 whole bottles of lemon, and then she had a deep detox from that. It wasn't dangerous, but it really, you know who you are. I know we're laughing at it. Well done. Okay, so today is integration. So today we're gonna look at the one thing that that we are manifesting. So the truth about it, like, okay, why haven't this happened yet? So if I look at the reason why I started this, like, why wasn't I able to or launch? So I have 3 things on my list. Fully come out of my hermit and really fully be comfortable online and really step out and just owning myself on the internet. So that was why I started this 108 days, because that was the most terrifying thing I could ever do. And second, what is my second? Interesting. And third is to launch Phoenix Rising. So apparently those are the 2 things I'm going to talk about, because I completely forgot the third one. So they go hand in hand. So they probably become one, because it's not like I'm getting over sharing here. It's still, I mean, I was a wreck before today because it was just, I was like, no. And then I was just, and then I just, okay, I don't know what to say. I don't know, press play. press launch. That's just the vibe right now. It's just, okay, I just got to throw myself out there. So if I look at why haven't I been able to do that until now, and I shared a little bit about this in one of the previous episodes, but I I've been trying because I have been remembering myself. So that is something that we might talk about in the future. That how do I know that? How did I know? And I was thinking about this yesterday, last night. Like, how did I know that this what was I was supposed to do? And that I've been trying this whole time, all these 9 years. If you, I don't know if we have the old episodes of things available anymore on YouTube. I don't know if we took it down, but I've been trying, for years to do it, and I've done it, and then I just can't keep up. It's just such a huge block. I was never able to do it, and I was always being so hard on myself because I couldn't do it. And I understand now that I was so hard on myself because I knew that I was supposed to do it. And I was just waiting and longing for myself to be fully aligned. And I just can't function when I'm out of alignment. I just feel all crooked. So I've been feeling all crooked for the 9 past years, and just really trying to figure out what is going on and how does this work, and just following my intuition, and training and studying with people and having experiences, and just we've done, seriously, I've done nothing else for the last 9 years. Nothing else. We haven't had, I mean, I think we had 2 vacations in 9 years, 3. It's like we've people have been trying to hang out with us. We've been like, nope, we've been so focused. So if I look honestly why this haven't happened, it's because it wasn't my time. And it just wasn't. So what could I have done differently? Nothing. It was impossible. I know that it was impossible because I could feel it in my body. My body wasn't able to do it. And it didn't matter how much I tried to, trick or try, or, try different things, and knew now this time. And I was so sad and disappointed at myself. So that is a very big lesson that I learned, that there's just no point in punishing yourself. There's just no point. That doesn't work at all. Not one bit. It's actually making it worse. So stop punishing yourself for the work that you haven't done. It's all about what is the intention and how much of your resources and time and effort are you putting into it. Like, how bad do you want to change? And there's a sliding scale for everyone. But at some point, life will show you if you're supposed to do that or not. And for me, my life just completely showed me that I had to change. I just had to change. This is my path. I don't have another choice. That is, I have choice, but I do not have a choice either. There's just no pathway open for me anymore. So and life just pushed me into, so I had to, and then this happened, and now we're here. That's how quickly it can go. I'm drinking cacao. It's so good. So launching Phoenix Rising. So I couldn't launch something I didn't have. And in the meantime, we created Living with the Spirit, the retreat center. So we've been doing the work for ourselves, and then we invited other people to do it with us, because it was just what we did, and we created. And from these last 8 years, that we've been working with people in the retreat setting. We've been It's been a school and a training and initiation and learning. I mean, it's been everything in one. And now we are not attached to the retreat center anymore in that sense, because we were locked down there. So we are not, our prime thing is not the retreat center anymore, but we are offering retreats for people who actually want to go really deep, because that is the fastest. And I mean, the way that Simba is working with people now, I mean, he's just speeding away in how to heal people. So it's like, it's getting very, very interesting. So this is who I am. It's who I am. Phoenix Rising is who I am as a person, because it's through my experience that I can do a death and a rebirth process while alive and change the timeline and just heal and become and remember. And it's so interesting. So when I look at the truth of why didn't it happen yet, then I was not able. There was just not happening. And then there's nothing more to it. And I just look at the future. It's like I'm standing at the edge of the ocean. There's actually a song that I love that is called that. And I get cacao in my nose. And yeah, so I just look at the future. There's nothing else but the future. There is no past. That is just that I only have now and move forward. So I'm not beating myself up at all why it is as it is, but I have to be honest with myself and look at the truth. And every time I looked at the truth previously, it's been, oh, there is still work to do. And I knew that, and I felt that. And that's why I've been so dedicated, because I was just not wasting one more second spending my life at the place or space or timeline that I was. And I was just, I am done. This is it. I'm not having it anymore. I am going to shift this for myself, because I have the ability to do that. And the deeper I went and deeper I searched in all these aspects, and I could see the change in others, I could see the change in myself. I was just, okay, I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. Boom, ran into the biggest initiation. Okay, had to go through that and just do everything at once. And it's the biggest thing is the fear. I think the fear I had to that is the one thing that is, it's an illusion, the fear. It's really maybe I will go through the main emotions as well. You're gonna get a lot of juice out of this 808 days, I can tell you. Yeah, and fear is also very deeply attached to the year that is coming. It's the fear. It's fire horse, so it's gonna be fast, and then that's when the fear comes, because it's going too fast. The nervous system is saying that it goes too fast. And that's what shifted for me today a little bit, that I was like, because every day we've been getting up. So for me and for most people, I've said this previously, that it's heaviest in the morning. And if you're one of those people that has the heaviest feelings in the morning, then working through that is your work. To shift that to a positive state is the work, without bypassing, without just grabbing a cup of coffee and fake it. No, it's like actually moving the energy in the body, shifting it. So I think that's why I love doing the deadlifts in the gym, because it's like lifting the compost. It's like moving energy. It's really helpful. It's really beneficial for me. I am grounding my energy so much, and I feel like I'm building a structure, an energetical structure in my body that has shifted significantly um, the last couple of days when I've been starting to do the strength training in the morning every day. I've done a lot of gym over the years, but I haven't done much the last years because my body told me, like, it was like I had to drop down to a certain level. I had to just surrender into a certain level. I had so much stress in my body. I had so much. I was so tense in my body, um, and I had been sending in a lot of energy through the workouts also. I've been running on adrenaline and fear and anger for a long time. So it's like it was like my whole body, I was fueling on the wrong energies. So it was like I had to drop down and just stop everything. I just had to push back, push back, push back, because my body was so burnt out and I had no energy. So I just had to revert, and I gained weight. And but that was something else. That was water and just a lot of emotion. And I'm noticing also that a lot of other women who's doing the really deep work, like a lot of people say that they do a lot of work, but people who are doing to the level that I am, and um, to that level, I've also heard and I notice in them that they are also gaining weight as they're moving through their absolute heaviest stuff. So I think that that was something else, because then at one point I just dropped 20 kilos like that. But that was in the past 2 years. But still, because I was doing every challenge that I have had during these 2 years, I've been meeting them with everything that I have. I've been not collapsing. I have not been backing down. I have got up every day and did what I needed to do. And that could have been just resting, but I did it with awareness. I was really listening, and there was the body connection that took me through it, so that it became an initiation instead of something that broke me, because could have been the case, but it didn't. So I met my body's request, and I trusted my body all along the way. And now I am starting to really come out of it, because I'm just feeling more and more energized, more and more healthy, more and more balanced, and I have recovered quickly, really, really quickly. So I know my body is responding, and now I've been building myself up to workouts. And this morning I felt like I'm not feeling it. There was so much going on, and then I just get started. I do one warm up, and then I feel how it feels. And then Simba, something happens. So we have the barbell with the weights on in our gym. We have a small upstairs rooftop that we decided to make a living room out of, a gym, and a hangout space. So he was shifting they were in the sun, so I had some lighter weights on, and he decided to take them off, and I was like, okay, this is my invitation to go a bit heavier. So actually I was feeling to not do any exercise at all, and then I started, and it ended up being I increased the weights in all of the exercises, or 3 out of 5, and I could feel the difference instantly. When I walked out of the gym, I walked the stairs down, and I had to go up again to talk to Simba, and I could feel that there was another structure being implemented in my body. It was easier to walk the steps. Not that it was hard before, but I just did it with more ease. So it's like the way that I'm coming back and the way that I'm building myself is it's brand new, and I'm 48, so it's like, I don't think I'm not going to go for lifting super heavy, or try to, like I did when I was young. It's like, oh, I need to be strong. Like, no, it's not about that. It's just about working with the body and playing and see, okay, what happens if I increase this weight? So I'm not overdoing anything. I'm doing 3 sets of 5 exercises, and I have an assault bike and I have a rowing machine. So, but I prefer to call it air bike. Assault bike is just too assaulting. It just doesn't feel good. So the air bike, but it's like I can just feel that my body is just loving it. So now I'm coming back to it because I listen to the body and I work through. So there was so much emotional charge for me to even do the exercise. So it's like I had so much of the nervous system work and so much of the emotional. I didn't have a lot of belief system work because I think I was pretty open. Of course, I had some. There was a lot of belief systems around the weight loss that I had to work through. That was probably the hardest one for me to work through because it took the longest, and I knew the whole time that is going to come last. I just knew it, and that made me furious because I was so self-conscious. I started becoming self-conscious when I was very, very young. So we moved from Gothenburg to Stockholm. No, from Stockholm to Gothenburg. You see, I'm not there anymore. From Stockholm to Gothenburg, and that's the 2 biggest cities in Sweden, and they have like a feud, of course. So so I was bullied when I moved there because I had another dialect. So I was bullied and a lot of things happened. So I stopped eating. So I started that and nobody noticed. I was really good at it. So that started when I was 10, maybe 10, 11, 12. So the body image has been with me for a long, long, long time. So I've been obsessed about that it consumed my whole experience for years, my whole existence for years and years and years and years of my adult life. Before I started doing this, it consumed my existence. So I knew that it was going to be something that would take a long time. But anyway, so integration, just contemplating this, like what is coming up for you, like what is happening, and really looking, because it's the honest truth and your ability to be accountable for what is that, and just to look at, okay, this is what happened, and not make anything of it. And that's really difficult. Like, it doesn't mean anything, doesn't mean that you're bad, doesn't mean anyone else is bad. It's like, what happened has happened, and there's always a way out. There's always a way forward. And finding out the truth about that, and really establishing, okay, this is my starting point, and looking at, okay, why didn't it happen before? And just look at it as data, just look at it as information. But the problem is when everything is so deeply entangled with emotions and belief systems about what happens, that makes everything extraordinarily complicated. And so I have a lot of compassion for anyone who's in that situation, because I've been there myself. But I have always been able to step out of myself and see what's going on, and see, okay, what is actually happening here. And then I could see, like, okay, it's a process, and I have a lot of imprints that I need to look at, and just using the why it hasn't happened is just information, so that you can know where to go in the future. So it's like going through these practices and look at the information that is coming, and then build your So it's like we have 7 practices. So there's 7 levels of the body that will give you information. So you start to gather the information, and then based of that information you choose your way forward, and you feel your way forward. And the more you practice, and the body connection is, I mean, it's something that takes time, and it's something that I've been, so the Phoenix Rising is something that I've been doing for the past 2 years, but I didn't know that it was what I was doing. So I did it, and then I realized, oh, I can help other people with doing the same thing, because my body showed me what I was doing, and it's a compilation of everything that we've been learning the last 9 years. So this is my attempt to take people through that process, introduce everyone to myself, my story, what I've been through, and how I work. And since this is the way that it's supposed to be born, because I'm supposed to trust the process, then I have a structure for Phoenix Rising, but it's like I'm taking you guys through it to the best of my ability during these 108 days. And then I have other ways of working with me for the people who want to go deeper and want to learn more, and to work closer with me. So these 108 days is I'm giving as much as I can in 108 days that supports this format. So I will do the parts of the Phoenix Rising that I can do without having any interaction with any of you. So it won't be everything. Of course, that's just not some people I need to have in closer proximity so I can take care of you better. Because there's a lot to be released, and that's the point. That's what I do. I help people, or women. So I work with women. I mean, I could work with men too, but women is what it's what's happening right now, and I am a woman, so that's why it's different. But to release the past, really what it is, to release the past, the emotions, the charge in the nervous system, the imprints for belief system that is limiting, making us, be small, play small, a lot of fear. So, and this tends to happen to people when they are going through some sort of challenge or initiation through health or situation, or and that is usually when people wake up to the fact that they need to change on a deeper level in order to get something to work. So, and because of my experience through challenges and initiation and all of that, and combined with my energetic setup and my lived experience, that is why I'm good at walking people through the fire and helping them return to the body. So that is what I do. So this is the integration. So I decided to talk about this and see what comes up, so you could see my type of integration when I go through the truth of the things that I'm manifesting at the moment. I'm going to be really excited to remember the third one. Yes, get in shape. You see, we weren't supposed to talk about that, but we did anyway. Interesting. Very interesting. Nothing happens by coincidence. Okay, so just take the day and contemplate and just see things for what they truly are, and don't make it mean anything negative about you. If you make it mean negative things about you, that's an imprint. That's something you learn to do somewhere and is not beneficial. So you can remove that. Not super easy, I know, but if you understand that you're not supposed to do that's not part of the thing, then you will at some point stop doing that. Okay. Sending you so much love. And if you're popping in new, join the Telegram group. Oh yeah, I was gonna present. I'm gonna try to present in the beginning. I'm just dropping in like everyone knows what's happening. That's rude. That's pretty rude of me to do. So I'm gonna have a beginning and an end of everything, of all sessions. Okay, so there is a conversation going on in Telegram where I'm also reading and listening to everything that you share, and I respond to what I can and what I feel aligned with, and I'm enjoying all the updates. And there's it's accountability group, it's sharing, it's supporting, and I think that you guys will also be cross-pollinating more soon. We'll see how I keep the structure, the order in the Telegram group. But that is really beautiful. So everything is free, and I really appreciate that. And all the links are below. I share also on my Instagram. No, Sara Marie Spirit. Jesus. Okay, I gotta go now. Something else is clearly calling me because I'm breaking up here. Okay, love you so much. Can't wait to hear your insights and contemplations about the first pillar. And I'll see you tomorrow. Love you so much. Ciao.